K and ask you if that type of conveyances and development have ever occurred in the past.
Mr. Bloomberg, I'm not sure where you're going with this. What the parcel has to do with our amendment about land use categories, how you change it?
Because what has been done in the past, which this board was perfectly happy to accept, until something brought this out of the air, caused this amendment, we don't know what, yet maybe the board will tell us. Over the years, the conditional use procedure to change the use in the illustrative site plan has been adopted and accepted by this board as a legal practice. But now, for some reason, you all want to change that without telling us why. So that's where the relevance lies.
This isn't a conditional use hearing.
No, it's not.
So we need you to get on to some testimony about our ordinance.
I am testifying about where the ordinance is deficient, the newly proposed one or the existing one work perfectly fine. That's my answer.
That's a good answer.
Your opinion.
That's a good answer.
This board wants to try to stop my presentation. You're going to have different issues to confront.
We're not trying to stop the presentation. We need some testimony though, on.
The man is testifying.
How is this appropriate with showing the golf course, all the parcels on the golf course? I don't understand where you're going with it.
Everything is shown on there.
But that's for your
You
condition.
don't understand because you don't want to understand.
You don't understand because your conditional use hearing is coming up on.
This is not conditional use, it's a proposal of an illegal amendment.
Again, that's your.
I've yet to hear testimony from anyone offered by this board in support of this amendment, not a person.
We're not here to give testimony. It's your job to give testimony in relation to that ordinance.
Let me explain to you. Pennsylvania law, if you're going to pass an amendment to a zoning ordinance, you must include substantial evidence in support of it in the record. Ask your solicitor. You do it.
Ms. Swisher, just Tom asked where we're going with testimony. I guess I would just ask, Tom, let us get through our testimony, go as quickly as possible. This is a really serious matter, and it is for the golf course and golf club. We've been here a long time in front of this board of supervisors, never have had any issues, and this is important. So I respectfully ask you to let us get through this as quickly as possible. It's extremely important, or we wouldn't be here. We spent a lot of time and effort working on this, and I would ask you to listen to it.
Would you suppose any of this testimony will be also presented on August 1st?
I don't know. I haven't prepared for August 1st yet, sir.
Can we continue, Tom?
What, for what?
And also consider what you may or may not find. Well, I'm more worried what the judge is going to find relevant. So could you go ahead, Mike, and explain, there are photographs here with lines drawn to pieces of property near the golf course. Explain what these various pictures depict and the relationship to the golf course and the history of those.
Okay, so these are actually conveyances from the golf course to partnerships that develop buildings on the golf course, or in the case of South Point 2, stormwater facilities. So at the bottom, we have the isoplex, which is part of a piece of the golf course, 11B. 11B. About a total of 1.5 acres, I'm sorry, 2.5 acres was deeded to the isoplex for the development of recreational facilities and parking. That happened back in the late 90s. The top picture is a piece, about 1.5 acres, that was deeded from the golf course to the Washington County Authority stormwater facility for South Point 2. That occurred, I believe, in 2007. This is what was known as the Adelphia building.
When you say this, Mike, just point out for the record which photograph, on the location on the exhibit.
Yeah, this is the photograph. This is the parcel, which is in a parcel 11C.
Yeah, but which photograph on the exhibit?
This one.
Talk about this one. The court reporter can't.
So the
second, one on the top to the right.
Yeah, second from the left on top. is the 121 Champion Way that took two parcels from the golf course 11C that allowed that office building to be developed. The top left is the acreage that was deeded to the golf course to Washington County for South Point 2. The lower left is the isoplex, and right next to that, to the right of it, is a picture of the isoplex. That was land that was deeded from parcel 11B, also 11B, to the isoplex for that development, parking and recreation. There's two more photographs. The lower right, the one on the left, lower right, is known as South Point Commons. That was a piece that was taken from parcel 11C. And I believe that was about 2.5 acres for the development of a one-story retail building. There's a community bank is there, and there's a salon. And then the one next to that was acreage that was taken from 11D of the golf course for development of a office building for the United Food cafeteria workers.
Mr. Swisher, your testimony that parcel 11C was originally a developed golf course that turned into that one-story office building at the intersection of South Point Boulevard and Technology?
Yes, Technology North.
So Mike, in conjunction with all of those historical changes of use of property that was originally golf course property, did the developer come through the process before the Board of Supervisors by way of conditional use and change in the illustrative site plan to change those uses?
Yes.
And were they all approved by the Board of Supervisors?
Yes.
Isn't it true that an affiliate of South Point Golf Club, Inc., South Point Medical Associates, currently has an application for land development, subdivision, and conditional use approval that was filed on May 5, 2016?
Yes, that's correct.
And that matter is currently scheduled for August 1, 2016 public hearing.
Yes, correct.
Could you show on the map where that location is and describe it narratively so the board can take account?
Well, that acreage is slightly less than 2 acres and is part of the golf course parcel 11B, just to the north of the parcel that was previously conveyed to the golf course for development of 2 photographs in the lower left, which was parking and recreation.
And that's for development of a 3-story building?
Medical building that will be for a daycare center and autism treatment center.
How many square feet approximately?
45,000.
So, Mr. Fisher, did you review the South Point Golf Club property before this hearing to see if any notice of this public hearing had been posted?
Yes.
Did you see any publication posted on or around the South Point Golf Club property?
I did not see any notifications, and I've asked the golf course personnel, and they have not seen any.
And I would note that the board has not put in, the township hasn't put in any evidence of any posting
Where did you see that in the ordinance that requires posting?
in the municipality planning code. Section 609.
I'd like to see that also.
Here, show it to you. Would you answer questions about it?
Mr. Chairman, we'll have the legal take.
Is that Andy?
There has to be publication, any change in the zoning, publication. See that, section
Well, I want to
609.
see what you said about the posting of the property. You know,
You said it was not posted.
I know, you said we're deficient because we didn't have to post it. Where was that?
It is required in your ordinance, but more importantly, you didn't follow the MPC.
It's not in the NPC and it's not in the ordinance.
It's in the MPC.
Mr. Swisher, I just mentioned that because he's saying so many things that aren't true. It's, I know he doesn't have to testify, or he doesn't have to be sworn in.
10609, section B1. This is after the section that talks about sending notice to Ms. Peters, who made a timely request under section 109. In addition, if the proposed amendment involves zoning map change, notice of said public hearing shall be conspicuously posted by the municipality, and points deemed sufficient by the municipality along the track to notify potentially interested citizens. Affected area of track should be posted at least 1 week prior to the date of hearing. Not making it up, I'm reading it from Pennsylvania law. Would you take a look, Mike? No, I'm going to ask you to look in this binder. Exhibits
I'll have to run my, I'm trying to speed it up.
L1 through LK.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, L7. L1 through L7, sorry.
I'm on it.
So L1, can you describe what that is?
Yeah, L1 is a actual transfer of warranty deed from the golf club, Southland Golf Club, to 350 SP Associates, 3 SP Associates. This was conveyance of 2.4 acres to the partnership that built the building for the cafeteria workers, which is the building on the exhibit that is the lower right.
Move on to the next one, please, L2.
That occurred, by the way, I'm sorry, June of 1998, June 1st. The next one is a deed transfer on April 27th from the Southland Golf Club Inc. to 350 CW Associates. This is one of 2 parcels that were conveyed for the construction of the office building. That is a portion of the golf course that is parcel 11D. And it was for the Adelphia office building. I'm not sure if that, that picture is the part of the lower grouping, lower right, the left one of the lower right grouping. And Exhibit 3 goes along with it. It's the same thing that was recorded on October 10th. Also a fractional acreage, same situation. Both of those deeds total about 1.5 acres.